Hello, hello, everybody. My name is Frankie, and I am tired. And today we are here once again to address future me. We are back for February. Thank you for all in attendance. How did I go with January? Well, let's do a quick recap. My goals for the year, as stated, was a no-buy year, hitting a personal savings goal, and a monthly journal check-in. And I can say, with pretty good confidence, this is going quite well. Kind of surprisingly well. The no-buy year, I have managed to, in any case that I've come up against thinking I needed something, I've been able to pretty adequately find something I already owned that sufficiently served the purpose, or after giving it some time and thought, was able to just confidently say, actually, no, I don't really need that. So that is going quite well. For the personal savings goal, I got a little bit of a knockback on that. Had to take my studio assistant, Icy, into the vet. She is a lovely 20-year-old lady, but that does come with 20-year-old cat bills, but she is doing fine, and the vet visit was well worth because now we have the peace of mind that she is trucking on as she is supposed to. And as for the monthly journal check-in, well, here I am. Here we are. So let's get into what was planned for January. These were the 5 key things I really wanted to pen down, and I can pretty happily say I've made some pretty good progress with this stuff. Starting first with Starlight Senshi. I have made pretty great strides to get at least half the character art I intended done, and I'm really liking the direction of this. I still need to go in and do a lot of the final rendering, and that is just time, really, finding time to put aside to do this. But a big thing I'm really happy with so far with all of this is specifically how much I'm trying to push the composition and posing for the characters. I'm really trying to go for a character splash art you would see in a gacha or something. I'm actually really jazzed with how well that's coming together. Granted, it's taking a lot of staring at art to try to replicate it in any way, shape, or form. I'm not gonna say with full-blown confidence that I could be hired to be a gacha artist after this. That's not really the intent, but I think it's gonna wow and dazzle folks at the PowerPoint party regardless. For point number 2, finish one sewing project. And I am thrilled to say, project completed. To give some context to the photos going on here, I had about an afternoon to bash together just something, literally anything. And my partner, Kaylin, had suggested a tote bag. Now, I don't have the proper materials to make a really structured tote bag at all. I just have basically a bed sheet to cut up and to sew together to get an idea of how to do this. And I think it went really well. I didn't follow a pattern, and my God, does it show. It's all very wonky, but it did what it was meant to. It got me familiar with the new tools, and it did successfully hold potato. 6 of them to be specific. I was very proud of that. It did not immediately crumble to dust when I picked it up. I didn't make a slide for it, but keeping the meal prep schedule, I'd say that's about an 80% success rate. There were some shakeups with work scheduling, work from home days, and the like that kind of made it a little difficult, but a passing grade is a passing grade. I'm not going to turn my nose up at that. I'm really, really happy with that progress, especially considering what last year's comparison of January was. Now the next one, finish one, let's get into it. I don't think it takes a keen-eyed investigator to notice that there is not an extra video on this channel at the moment, but there will be soon. I'm very, very happy with this progress. The point of January was to set goals, and sometimes they're not going to be met fully. But if it does motivate me to get partway there, hell, I'm now just in editing and finishing up and final tweaks. It's likely that this could come out in realistically March. February is just way too booked, but this is further than I was at the start of January. I am really, really thrilled about this. yes, I didn't meet the goal, but I've now got something to strive for to improve the next time I have this goal. Can I actually get from script writing to recording to edited and uploaded within 1 month? I think that's still achievable, and I don't think that's too much of a stretch. I think January just got a little bit more busy than I was expecting. So look forward to this. I had a blast writing and recording it, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. And finally, the check-in for February. Here we are. So, what are we looking forward to in February? I have to finish the Starlight Senshi project. This is requiring art and slides and then actually presenting the work. Now, actually presenting it to you all here won't happen in February. That is definitely going to be a at earliest March thing. And even then, realistically, probably end of March. But actually getting it all together, all pieces done and finalized, I gotta get that done over February. So that is my main goal. A secondary goal, kind of a lifestyle one, is I want to keep the meal prep schedule on task. I should now have an actual routine with work, so this should actually be easier, and I'm looking to a higher success rate than 80%. And finally, the big one, really, the reason why my February is much smaller than any of the other months is I will have a family wedding to attend, and I will be catching up with a lot of folks while we're all together. So that's gonna clean sweep out a bit of time there. I really want to just, tools down, focus in on being present with family and not be constantly thinking about production, for lack of a better word. I think it's integral to anyone's actual work-life balance to switch off. And so I will be using that time to just be like completely offline. And I think that's going to be pretty fun. My gosh, the month went by quick, much quicker than I expected. I'm going to keep tooling around with this format. I don't know if I've really hit a stride with how I want it to be, but this is literally only the second installment. I am just going to pick and choose the things I like and adapt it as we keep moving forward. I think the key takeaway for this one, given that I've really significantly reduced the workload in favor of going all in on one project, I think this month's focus is just to be kind to yourself. It's going to be busy, you're going to be stressed, it's all going to be worth it. But you need to not let the stress overwhelm you to the point where you're detached from the moment as well. If at the end of the day I can't get all the art done for Starlight Senshi, totally fine. Just get what you can done, put it in the presentation. It's still gonna go well. It's still gonna be a great time getting to show your friends what you got up to. So the future me, be kind to yourself. You're not going to get everything done all the time. I mean, hell, even January proved that. But we can get as much as we can done and appreciate what we were able to do in spite of the challenges that may come up. And with that, I'd like to mirror that message to anyone also following along with their own goals and journeys. It's very early in the year, but my God, has it already been a start to the year. I don't think I need to point that out for anyone here. Remember to be kind to yourself as well. I think that's really just what we need to allow ourselves to do. Be kind, to be present, and to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next check-in.